Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So as you can see, we're back in the studio today, so that means we're going to be doing some hands-on training. I get asked a question a lot. Is drawing your weapon or presenting your weapon, is there a technique to it? Is there a reason why? Some people see me draw my weapon a certain way, and some people understand it. You know, if you've been shooting and you've been going to the range and you've been in the guns for a while, you know when you see somebody draw a weapon, you know that okay, that person got a little bit of training and got a little bit of skills. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Another reason why I draw my weapon a specific way to see me draw my weapon is because I also use a red dot. It doesn't matter if you have a red dot or using iron sights. You should draw your weapon the same exact way every single time so you can pick up the same sight picture, whether it's with iron sights or with red dots, the exact same every time. This pistol that I'm using today is going to be my custom P80 that I made. Silly Strategics. If you want a custom handgun, go ahead and give us a holler. Anyways, if you want a custom made handgun, just go ahead and give us a call and we can talk about it. We can make this work. A technique to drawing your weapon is first of all, you want to make sure that you get a good grip. Like a good grip is always the main foundation of any draw. So once you get that good grip, you want to get a good presentation. So first of all, you want to get into a good stance. My feet is about shoulder width apart. My left leg is in front because I'm a right hand dominant shooter. The next thing you want to do is you just want to relax your shoulders. You want to go for your weapon. You want to pull it up. And you want to go ahead and get that nice sight picture. And you want to pick a spot on the wall or whatever, you can find a light switch, or you can find anything, a cup or a spray can or whatever you have laying around, and you just want to go ahead and you want to use that as your target. Right now I'm using the middle of the camera lens and that's my target, and so that's what I'm drawing, and that's what I'm aiming every time. And every single time I get that picture. Every time you draw your weapon, if you draw it the same way, if you present your weapon the same way every time, you want to get that same sight picture. So if you're in a high stress situation, you're not thinking about I gotta find my sight picture. When you're shooting with iron sights, it's a little bit easier to pick up that sight picture because you have the rear sight, front sight, you just line them up. So it's a little bit easier, but you still want to practice dry fire, drawing your weapon with iron sights. Now, when you're shooting with a red dot, RMR or Holosun or whatever you want to use, it's a little bit harder to get that sight picture at first. So you literally have to practice drawing your weapon hundreds of times a day to get that same sight picture. People think that if you get an RMR that it's going to be, or a red dot that it's going to be super quick, you're going to be a better shooter. Yes and no. So you're going to be a better shooter in the fact that you're going to be able to acquire your target and find targets faster. You're not just going to buy a red dot and then become an expert shooter overnight. You literally have to go out and practice and train and shoot to learn how to find that sight picture, because that's the hardest part about using a red dot with a pistol, is finding the sight picture. When you draw your weapon, find that sight picture every single time. The technique that I use and a lot of other shooters use, and a lot of professional shooters, what they use is you get that nice base, you get that good stance, you get that good grip, you draw. And every single time I draw, I get the same sight picture. And you literally just do this hundreds of times a day. I don't want to say all day, but you can do it for 15-20 minutes. However long you feel you want to practice drawing your weapon, dry fire, pushing it out, it's up to you. If you want to do 10 minutes a day, 50 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, an hour, 24 hours a day, all day you just putting your gun out and shooting, you're aiming at something. Whatever you do, just keep dry firing, because dry firing makes you become a better shooter when you're actually on the range doing live fire. So you do hundreds of hours of dry fire, and when you go to the range, you're going to save a lot of time and a lot of ammo because you already been dry firing. So you practice those basic fundamentals. gonna do a side profile. Shoot, draw. And you want to practice this. You want to practice at a regular slow speed. You don't want to, you don't have to be all fast all the time. And a lot of the times when you slow down, you can draw fast, but when you're about to push out, you want to slow it down just a little bit, just so you can get that side picture, line them up, and then you're on target. But once you do it enough times, that side picture just comes every single time. And notice I'm not cocking my head down, I'm not tilting, I'm not squinting or anything. I'm just relaxing myself and bring the gun up to my eyes. Every single time, get that perfect side picture. You can go fast. Doing this side. And get my stance, relax. And every single time you grab it, you want to grip it the same way. Every time you grab it, you want to make sure you get the same grip. You want to make sure you put your support hand in the same spot, and my hand is in the same spot every single time. And you just want to relax. You don't want to be tense. I see a lot of people that are shooting and they're super tense and moving like robots and they're super stiff, and you don't want to do that. You just want to relax. You want to relax and just let it come natural. Just let it be natural. There's times that I reholster and holster my weapon like hundreds of times a day. I just do this just when I'm home alone. I'm just waiting for the wife. I don't have anything to do. I don't have any videos to work on. I literally just dry fire, either draw my weapon or doing like reloads and whatever. You don't always need to go to the range to become a better shooter. Yes, shooting your gun and learning how to control that recoil is very important, but before you even go to the range, you need to learn your weapon. You need to learn your tool, as a lot of people like to call it, and you need to know how it works and how it functions. And you need to practice your fundamentals at home so when you're in the range, you can focus on shooting. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.